morning, folks. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on this beautiful Friday morning. It is Friday, August 7th. I hope you have enjoyed the gorgeous weather over the past few days. Might get a little bit rainier and stickier over the next week or so.
It is August, though, so
it is August.
You expect the heat.
Look who it is. It's Lucas Vaughan making his triumphant return.
I don't even remember last time I was here. I've been busy. I've been on vacation.
You went to vacation. I bet it was June.
It's been a while.
I bet you it was June. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, thanks.
And look, I think you shaved a little.
I'm getting grayer.
Yeah, that happens to us all. We're going to talk about all kinds of things. This is our weekly Take the Points show. We're going to talk sports. We've got baseball. We have golf. We have hockey. We have football. We have basketball. We've got high school stuff and all kinds of different things. We'll talk about all that stuff here in just a little bit here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. But first, what's going on around the area? What do you want to know about? Actually, here on this Friday, not all that much going on. If you're looking around up in Effingham Friday night, the only thing I could find was at the Tuscan Hills Winery. Mitch Faulkner plays acoustic alternative country rock from 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock at the Tuscan Hills Winery. And he has a voice that pulls deep from the wellspring of folk storytellers. He's influenced by artists like Tyler Childers and Jason Isbell. They spelled it wrong, but it is Isbell, who can narrate a storyline with a touch of that outlaw testimonial style delivery, raw emotion, and a good plot. Make a song grab you and pull you out of your ordinary day-to-day life. That's exactly what we all need, and that'll be at the Tuscan Hills Winery. Plenty of room up there to social distance, and I know that they will be enforcing all the different social distancing and masking and stuff like that. So take a look at that. Also, and I'm going to have to lean back here to back behind me, I've got the Sisney Reunion 2020 the magazine here. What is going on tonight? I think downtown tonight they have a Borderline coming in from St. Louis, Missouri. They're a group of seasoned musicians with extensive performing experience, writing, recording, and touring. So I believe they play tonight up there at Sisney, at the Sisney Reunion. I believe that's at 7 o'clock this evening. I am now confirming, yes, that is 7 o'clock. So go take that in as well. And I know that they've had the Sisney Reunion going on a couple of nights now. And actually, if you're watching this on Thursday, they'll have the pageant tonight in about 2-3 hours. So take in the Sisney Reunion, because if we talk about what's going on Friday at the Sisney Reunion, I can also tell you about what's going on Saturday up there at the Sisney Reunion. They're going to have a big old tractor pull from the sign up from 8 to 10. The tractor show. Sign up from 8 to 10. Pedal pull at noon. The parade at 2:30 up in Sisney. In addition to that, you've got the 1 mile fun run at 7:30 in the morning, and that'll be followed by the 9th annual Sisney Reunion 5K run walk.
Just go back to your screen.
Just go back. I thought that might be your bailiwick.
No, come on now. We all know better than that.
All right. I thought that might have been his thing. So the run walk is at 8 o'clock in the morning. All kinds of things going on all day long at the Sisney Reunion tomorrow, and it'll conclude at 7 o'clock tomorrow night with the Brat Pack taking the stage. So that'll be a big time. Again, the parade at 2:30. Our good friend Bill Atwood is going to be the MC for the parade, and the Brat Pack takes the stage then at 7 o'clock. That'll be a big show. You don't want to miss it. What else is going on around the area? On Saturday, Jeff Rurton Club, they're hosting their monthly breakfast. That'll be from 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Scrambled eggs, pancakes, hash browns, biscuits and gravy, sausage, All your regulars, cost is by donation. Give till it hurts, for crying out loud. Also, over in Bone Gap, over there near West Salem and Browns, actually, I guess that's between West Salem and Browns, or maybe a little off to the side. They're going to have the annual Bone Gap Chowder being held, sold in a drive-through manner as well. That'll be at 4 o'clock at the Bone Gap Chowder Grounds. The chowder, $18 a gallon, and containers will be provided. If you'd like more information, you can give them a call at 445 at 1081 or 445 4991. So all that going on Saturday. Well, actually, I do have one more thing on Saturday. It's a big old DJ dance party up in Effingham. That'll be at the Orchard Inn. So if you can't find something to do this weekend, either at Sisney or at Effingham or at Bone Gap, you are not looking hard enough. That's for sure. What else is today? This is August 7th. That makes this Purple Heart Day. A Purple Heart Day, this commemorates the creation of the oldest American military decoration for military merit. The Purple Heart honors the men and women who are of the Military Order of the Purple Heart during the American Revolutionary War. The badge for military merit decorated 6 different soldiers. George Washington created the Badge of Merit in 1782. He intended the honor to be presented to soldiers for any singularly meritorious action. Its design included a purple heart-shaped piece of silk bound with a thin edge of silver, and across the face the word merit was embroidered in silver. While the badge symbolized the courage and devotion of American patriot, no one knows who designed it. Until Washington's 200th birthday, the Purple Heart persisted as a Revolutionary War footnote. However, through the efforts of Douglas MacArthur, the U.S. War Department created the Order of the Purple Heart. Some Purple Heart firsts. Army Lieutenant Annie G. Fox was the first woman to receive a Purple Heart. She received it during World War II for her actions during the attack on Pearl Harbor. So there you go. Douglas MacArthur received the first modern-day Purple Heart. Since 1932, Americans have celebrated Purple Heart Day on both Washington's birthday and Valentine's Day. However, some states and cities observe the day in their own different way at different times in the year. No matter when it occurred, it recognized the men and women killed and wounded in combat for their heroic actions. And as the day has evolved, it more commonly was observed on the day of the Purple Heart's creation, August 7th, 1782. A little bit more fun today is also, August 7th is also National Water Balloon Day. That's a lot more fun. Fill her up. The first Friday in August ushers the National Water Balloon Day just in time for the hottest days of summer. You a big water balloon guy? You've got like 700 kids. Don't they play water balloons?
You know, back in the day when we were kids, you had to fill up one water balloon a piece and tie it up, and it took forever. Have you seen the new things where you just screw the water hose into the thing and it fills up about 50 at the same time?
No kidding.
Oh, it's fantastic. It makes water balloon a lot more fun.
Well, you see, I wondered how they did this. I mean, look at this picture of these water balloons.
Yeah, that's what they'll look like. Yeah, there's a little, you can buy this little thing, and it's got all the water balloons already on it, and it just, you plug in the water.
Wait a second.
Turn it on, it fills it up, and
then it knots them, too?
Yeah, it probably already has the knot on there, and you just shake it, and they all fall off, and you got the perfectly placed water balloon ready to go. So, nice. It's handy.
Are you serious?
Yeah. We did it for a birthday party a handful of years back. I didn't know they were a thing either until I saw it. What is that?
Well, yeah, but I mean,
somebody said water balloon fight, and I was like, oh gosh.
Manufacture water balloons. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
No, they're handy.
I'm all for that. And actually, this was first celebrated in 2019 as up in Newburgh, New Hampshire. They started.
All of last year.
They had, to make it a national day was last year. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Water balloon fights back in the 1970s and 1980s, they involved a lot of work.
Yeah.
And you'd lose half your balloons.
Absolutely.
Because you'd be sticking them over the hose end there.
And it took you did all that work, and then you're out of water balloons. You're like, well, that was fun. It took forever.
Well, you couldn't get a bucket that big.
Yeah.
Of water balloons.
No.
And I got to tell you, water balloons. they're a little heavier in a baseball, more like probably heavier in a softball too.
Well, these are smaller. The ones you had on there, they're kind of smaller.
Like those.
Yeah, back in the day when we were doing them,
We did a bigger.
oh yeah, there was a big old water balloon. When you hit somebody with them, you hit somebody with
You
them.
hit somebody with them and they exploded.
Yeah.
They exploded. That's you know what you can enjoy with National Water Balloon Day? This is also International Beer Day. The first Friday in August brings a toast.
International.
International. Not down below. They were celebrating this all over the world, Lucas. This is not just in the United States.
It's a good-looking flight.
There you go. You can taste ales, lagers, pilsners, whatever you want. There's a day for beer lovers everywhere. This one, you made fun of the water balloons being celebrated since just last year. This one they've been celebrating since 2008, pal.
Wow, 12 whopping years now.
That's right. This one's got a lot of juice behind it. Exactly right. Yes, that's certainly right. What's on TV, folks? What do you want to watch on television? Baseball is back. The Cubs are playing the Cardinals. We'll talk about that probably a little bit later. That'll be on Fox Sports Midwest, Channel 630.
Some of the Cardinals, not all the Cardinals.
We'll talk about that.
A handful of Cardinals.
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Minor
Jack
leaguers.
Flaherty's going to be there.
Got some minor leaguers out there.
Jack Flaherty will be there. He's pitching against John Lester. That's at 7:15. 7 o'clock on NBC Sports Chicago. It's that's Channel 643. Cleveland is at Chicago. PGA Championship all afternoon long tomorrow since they're out in San Francisco. That's at 3 p.m. And it goes till about 9 o'clock, 3 to 9 tomorrow. So 6 hours, Thursday, Friday, and then I think on Saturday and Sunday it's 10 or 11 hours each day. So that's pretty cool. Also NBA, a couple of games on TNT. Channel 633, Orlando Magic versus the Philadelphia 76ers. By the way, I didn't mention the PGA is going to be on regular ESPN, so you can look out for that. That'll be the NBA. That'll be followed by the Celtics versus the Raptors. Horse racing all day long. The Travers is on Saturday, so that's a big one. Fox Sports 2, Channel 219 from noon to 5:30. Finally, National Hockey League. If you like the hockey, turn it to Channel 216. NBC Sports Network. 6. Not a triple header. Not a double header. Not a quintuple header. A sextuple.
It would be sextuple.
Sextuple.
Yeah.
Sextuple header. 6 games, count them. 6 games in the NHL. We'll talk about those as well here in just a little bit. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. That's Lucas Vaughan. I'm Bruce Dickey. It's Take the Points. Back after this.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
It won't always be new. It won't always be clean. It won't always be flawless. But it'll always be yours. So how do you know it'll be protected? To solve the big challenges of tomorrow, take simple steps today. At Country Financial, When you're ready to start, we're ready to help with auto insurance.
See me, Alex Atwood in Sisney, for your insurance and financial needs.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at CarnabySquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
And what are the little ones doing?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to get to the bottom of a particular situation, and we'll get to that here in just a second. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's Lucas Vaughan, and by the way, that was some Blair you were talking to. The
I just need to get a little info from her.
Just to get a little information from Blair. Hi, Blair. How you doing? Hope you're doing real well. This is our Take the Points edition of Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, and before we get to the golf, before we get to the baseball, before we get to all the rest of it today, I do want to tell you, folks, we have had a little bit further clarification from the IHSA that fall baseball is going to be played in the schools that already were set up for fall baseball. They will permit them baseball and softball
At the high school, and grade school level?
At the high school level and at the grade school level. Last week on the show, the IESA, which handles grade school sports north of actually probably about Route 50. They had shut down, and SIJHSAA was going to continue playing. Since last Friday, the IESA changed their mind. I said, hey, look, if SIJHSAA is playing baseball and softball, we're going to too. So they are too. And when they saw that the IHSA was going to permit fall baseball to go ahead, that's when they said, why cancel the seasons? So that's what they're doing. So just a clarification. And the reason that I bring all this up is 2 weeks from Monday, I believe we'll be in Dietrich as the Moving Maroons will open our baseball coverage for this year. We're going to have baseball. As long as the schools are playing, we're planning on going there. And, the thing is, Lucas, you've seen me at a baseball game. I don't have any friends. I'm sitting by myself doing those games anyway, aren't I?
Yep. I think you're the safest one there. Nobody wants to come see you.
That's exactly right. I open the window and I just sit there and talk to myself and all of you friendly folks at home. So I think it'll be just fine.
And I hope the kids are able to play.
Well, I'm sure they will. That's the tricky thing. That's the trickiest thing about this whole deal, Lucas, is that some schools are doing one thing and some schools are doing the other. It kind of makes it a little difficult to keep track, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, even just Wayne County, you got Center Street and Northside that are on one schedule where they go 8 to 1 every day.
Right.
And then New Hope's another schedule where I think they're just going full bore. Everything flies. And then you got Jasper and then Jeffs. And so everybody's got different schedules and different school. Yeah, and that's just the grade schools.
High schools have 3 different schedules too.
Yeah, and
Wayne City, Sisney, and Fairfield.
Right, and they're different than what the grade schools are. So it's not uniform everywhere. It seems like everybody's got different schedules about how they're going to go through school. So
So
it's tough.
We'll keep an eye on all that for you. Of course, with us planning to do the baseball games, I know that North Clay and Sisney and Dietrich and all the teams, South Central, all the teams we cover are doing their best to both keep kids safe as well as to give them a good high school experience.
An opportunity.
Yeah, give them an opportunity. So I was just I wanted to tell about that during this first break. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back. We're going to talk PGA. We're going to talk baseball, and we've got plenty more to talk about. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's Lucas on Bruce. Back after this. Stick around.
At Back & Body Works Chiropractic, we help you feel better naturally. We can help your whole family from newborns to the elderly. We offer auriculotherapy for smoking cessation and appetite control. We use acupuncture to improve health and well-being in the mind and body. We offer high-quality herbal supplements for adults and children, as well as CBD oil. We also offer exercise classes for women of every age, size, and fitness level. Stop by and see us on the square in Louisville.
Call my mommy.
I'm a bunch of wind. And just like your stomach after that strip mall sushi, I'm a bit unpredictable. Let's redecorate. What's the matter, Tanya? I thought you loved being spontaneous. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, I might break the bank too. So get Allstate.
Mayhem is everywhere, so get an Allstate agent. In Salem, call Brandy Drinkpool.
Hi, my name is Bruce Dickey of Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Watch us each weekday right here on your local cable station. We're on at 9 a.m. with a repeat at 9 p.m. It's your local TV talk show with plenty of information, fun, and frivolity to get your day started right or maybe even ended right. Please contact me at 665-9970 or at bruced@wabash.net if you are a member of your organization would like to be a guest on the show. That's 665-9970. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Hey, thanks for watching.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Get ahead of the game at Carter Athletic Academy, where the goal is to transform you into the best young athlete you can be. Train for top performance in football, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball. Professional private lessons and clinics are always available with Carter Athletic Academy's expert training staff. Carter's exclusive Hit Track system brings skill development as well as exciting gameplay to batting cages. Plus, the Academy is the perfect spot for your special event or celebration. The Carter Athletic Academy in Fairfield. Scheid Diesel Service Company is your anything diesel full-service center and fuel injection shop. Scheid Diesel offers the quickest turnaround times to get you back on the road. Scheid Diesel can service any diesel engine from agricultural, construction, heavy-duty truck, and automotive. Let Scheid rebuild your pump, injectors, or turbos. Need custom fuel lines? Scheid has you covered. With a drive-in service, they offer a variety of services, including oil changes, engine rebuilds, DOT inspections, and DPF cleanings. For unmatched quality, think Scheid Diesel Service Company. Anything diesel. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We're picking five guys.
Either way.
All right.
I wish I had a list of them, though.
Well, there's a list of there's
the
a list,
tops.
Well, there's a list all over the place.
Did he have one? Here, you go ahead and talk, and I'll find a list.
Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. The PGA is today. It started this morning. It's going to run through Sunday over in San Francisco.
It started on Thursday morning, Bruce.
Oh, I'm sorry. Doggone it, Lucas. All right, we're recording this on Thursday afternoon. Sorry about that. But we have done a little bit of research. We do know a few scores in the PGA through the first day, but we're not doing a ton of research of this. So we're going to do a draft a little bit later on. What do you know about Harding Park, where they're playing the PGA Golf tournament?
You just said it. That's what I know about it right now.
TPC Harding Park was started in 1925.
Wow.
In recognition of President Warren Harding, who the golf course is in San Francisco, and he died in San Francisco in 1923, so they named a park after him in 1925.
So was it originally a park or was it originally a golf course?
Originally a park, and they named the park after him and put the golf course in 2 years in 1925.
So, okay.
And, Mr. Harding was our most scandal-ridden president
really?
to that point.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, yes. Maybe I'll let you say to that point.
Yes. Yeah, he was a tremendously popular president. He died he was on a 15,000-mile tour throughout the country. He was the first president to visit Alaska. He was the first president to go up to the Alaska Territory. And then he came down. He ate dinner in Portland, Oregon, and had a bunch of oysters or something like that.
Smart.
Did not sit well with he had a heart condition. He made it to San Francisco and laid in the hotel for about 3 or 4 days. Was reading the paper. His wife was reading the paper to him, and he said, "Go on, hon. That sounds good." Turned over and died.
All right.
Also, by the way, he was our most, I'll use the word libidinous.
Okay.
He had the biggest libido of any president to that point. In that there is some speculation that he fathered a child out of wedlock in the White House.
Nice work. Hey, he traveled with his wife.
I guess that's right. If he was traveling with his wife, he needed to. Okay. Anyway, I bring that up. I bring all that up to talk about the PGA tournament, which is isn't it though? In the year 2020, isn't it fitting that they're playing the PGA at a golf course named after the most scandal-ridden president who died in office?
It's one of those things like horse races. You look for a horse race, the horse's name, that something's gone on. That's the way things work.
Something fits.
Yeah,
something fits. That's right. Looking at this tournament, who's the hot hand coming in there? Who would you?
Well, Justin Thomas is, really the one he's number one player in the world right now. And he's had the hot hand all season.
John Rahm was number one player in the world for a week?
Yeah, very quickly, and then Justin Thomas is there, and then there's a handful of. Well, it's a major. All the big names are playing. So.
The interesting thing to me, and I don't have the listing up there, or I'd fire it up. The interesting thing to me is when you look at Justin Thomas came in at 10 under, or pardon me, 10 odds of 10 to 1. Brooks Koepka came in at odds of 10 to 1.
Always going to be high.
McIlroy was 11 or 12. The odd thing to me was that 13 to 1 was Bryson DeChambeau, because DeChambeau he's had 2 rounds under par in his last 14 rounds.
Yeah, he started out this season, I don't know how you call it the season, early season, and he was on fire. He was
2 months.
Yeah, he was playing really well, but the last handful of tournaments, he really hasn't played great golf.
Oh, he's played terrible golf.
So
it's like he's lost his way, and but he's still 13 to 1. So maybe, and actually the thought process behind that, the fairways here are really long and really skinny.
Right.
And the thought process was that DeChambeau could hit longer than everybody else and be able to take advantage.
That's fine. In a course like this, you give me a guy that doesn't hit quite as long and he is right in the middle of the fairway, and I'll take him all day long. Yeah. I think the rough on this course is long and thick.
Yeah.
So
let's draft. We're going to draft 5 players, and we'll go strokes, and we'll figure out. You want to go first, and we'll do a snake draft. You go first. I'll take 2, back to 2, back to 2, back to 2, back to me.
Okay, I like it. So I've just got the list here. I'm going to go through that list.
You're going through the scores?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter the scores because it's early.
It is early.
The first round's still going on. So
all right, you're not going to take the guy. You're not going to take my guy.
I'm not going to take your guy up top, even though he has played well the last handful of tournaments, and I do like him that his back.
You probably wouldn't have taken him first anyway.
No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah.
The guy I'm going to take first. On a course like this where it's tight, I'm going to go with Patrick Reed. Patrick Reed's one of those guys that, I don't know, Patrick Reed can go out and shoot 18 over, or he could blow everybody out in the tournament.
Former Masters winner. He's got a major.
He's a major winner, so he knows.
And that's huge. Have previous Masters winning experience or previous majors winning. Experience. That's huge.
That's why I'm not going to take a guy like Ricky Fowler until he actually wins one. There's no way I take Ricky Fowler in one of these.
I'm with you. All right,
you should take him.
I'm taking Ricky Fowler. I told Lucas before the show that I actually have money on this guy. I'm gonna pick the two guys that I do have real money on in this tournament. I'm taking Jason Day, and I am taking Brooks Koepka.
Yep. And obviously Brooks Koepka is always going to be a favorite in any tournament he's in.
Yeah,
and Jason Day, he's over his back issues right now. He's playing really good golf.
Yeah, you noticed it going in. I was looking through the golf on Monday or Tuesday, thinking about how I was going to treat this event, and I thought, boy, Jason Day just jumps out.
Yeah,
he just jumps out. Okay, you get 2 picks.
All right, now the one thing you said earlier, the course is long. I'm going to go.
Course is huge.
I'm going to go with Gary Woodland. He won a major last year. He is a long hitter.
Which one did he win last year?
Did he win the? No, he didn't win the British, did he?
It must have been the British.
Was it the last one?
No, the PGA is the last one.
Okay, well,
but Koepka won it.
Yeah.
I think Woodland won the British.
But yeah, Gary Woodland, he hits it long.
I was
he's a proven winner.
Gary Woodland.
So I'm going to go with him.
I thought you'd let me have him. Man, that's too bad. I was.
You know what? I'll let you have.
You get another pick, though.
You know what I'm going to do here? You mentioned Bryson and him being a favorite. I'm not going to take him. I'm going to go with Tiger.
Okay, I'm not taking Bryson either. Can you tell me where Bryson is?
His round just started.
Okay.
So
Tiger Woods.
Yeah, I'm going to take Tiger.
The 15-time major champion. We already talked about how important it is. Well, you've got all 3 guys so far with major championship experience.
I'll probably continue that.
Oh, is that right? You're developing a theme.
Yeah, in these tournaments, you need to be a winner. You get tight down. I mean, if you're not a major winner, you go, oof.
Okay, so I get 2 picks. I'm going to go. You can't go wrong with Rory McIlroy. And you already talked about Justin Thomas. I'll go ahead and, even though he struggled the first day a little bit, I'm going to go ahead with JT if you're going to let me have him.
I'll let you have him.
I got no problem with taking Justin Thomas. All right, so I've got McIlroy and Thomas. Where are you? You've got two picks here.
All right. Okay, so continue the theme.
Major winners.
Dustin
Johnson.
Dustin Johnson is, again, a major winner and long.
That's exactly right.
And so we're going to go there.
And Dustin Johnson won a tournament a couple of weeks ago. Yep. Although, that's the strange thing about Dustin Johnson. He has been so up and down.
He was really down starting out. And when he restarted, he was off his game.
Do you think that that big... the big match he played with McIlroy and Fowler.
That was at the very beginning of all this.
In May. Yeah. Could that have affected his brain for the start of the season? Maybe.
In my answer, no. He's a major winner. He's immune to this. Yeah. He's played golf his whole life. I wouldn't think so.
He loves the PGA.
Yeah.
He should have won it at the Whistling Straits.
He should have.
That's
Seattle.
That was in Wisconsin. That was up in Wisconsin when he picked up his club and grounded his club. Pardon me. Grounded his club.
On what they deemed a sand trap.
Yeah, terrible call.
I don't know how that's a sand trap, and I don't know whose world that's a sand trap.
I don't know. You got one to go.
I'm going to go Justin Rose. I'm gonna go with a foreigner.
You are. He's got. What did he win the U.S. Open a few years ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I got 5 majors winners. I bet I have more major titles than you do.
You certainly have more. Brooks
is trying.
We've each got all major winners. So I've got to continue the theme. I got to pick a major winner.
Ooh, man.
Phil Mickelson. I'm not going to do that.
I think he was even. So.
Yeah, I'm going to break the. I'll probably break the theme. I'm going to go with. I'm going to go Xander Schauffele.
All right.
He has not won a major, so I am
John
breaking.
Rahm.
Huh?
So John Rahm didn't get picked.
John Rahm. What's John? Well, see, I don't
know.
Since Rahm took the week off, I felt like I wasn't in the mood to pick him. We're going to take a look at the scores, and we'll be right back on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Talk a little hoops, talk a little hockey. Back in a sec.
Are you needing to advertise or promote your business or special event? At Meager Sign and Graphics, they can print and install laminated vinyl on all sizes of metal, PVC, and plastic sign material. Meagers offers all types of vinyl options with professional installation on your vehicles, walls, and windows, or just about anything else you would like to be personalized. Meagers also offers all sizes of PVC and mesh banners. Meagers is now able to offer LED message centers. Stop in or call Kevin Blank or Danny King at Meager Sign and Graphics for all your lettering and advertising needs.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome to Zinc Building Center. My dad and Ryan work here. They sell lumber, paint, doors, windows, plumbing, electrical, and much more. Oh yeah, they sell guns too. Zinc Building Center on Route 45 and Louisville. It's a cool place.
Welcome back, folks. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's Take the Points edition. Lucas Vaughan is here, our weekly look at sports. And ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned it just a little while ago. Are you fired up for the St. Louis Cardinals 2.0 starting tonight? What do you think about that, Lucas? I can see you're excited about that.
Yeah, right. I was hoping. Who's out? 6 of them are out. I know Yachty's out.
7.
Paul DeYoung's out.
Carlos Martinez.
Yeah, Carlos Martinez is out.
They've brought in Genesis Cabrera and another guy, Alex Reyes.
Yeah, Alex Reyes up.
Alex Reyes is back. But the starters that are out are DeYoung and
shortstop and catcher is kind of a big position.
Shortstop and catcher
and backup shortstop.
Well, you know the good thing is you've got Tommy Edman who can play anywhere. He just can't play anywhere at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is a big series this weekend for the Cardinals, isn't it? I mean, even though, you know, the good thing is you've got Tommy Edman who can play anywhere. He just can't play anywhere at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. But this is a big series this weekend for the Cardinals, isn't it? I mean, even though, you know, the good thing is you've got Tommy Edman who can play anywhere at the same time. Yeah. But this is a big series this weekend for the Cardinals, isn't it? I mean, even though They're only 4 games back of the Cubs.
It's a short season.
It's a short season.
Yeah, I mean, Cardinals are. I mean, Cubs are what 9-4, I believe now. The Cardinals are 2-3.
Well, let's just pop it up there. Let's see.
Like
There's what the National League looks like. The Cubs 10-2. This is going into Thursday's action, by the way. The
Dodgers were
Cubs 10-2. The Cardinals 2-3. Pittsburgh 2-10.
How about Miami though? How about those Marlins? Derek Jeter's got them on. They got them believing. What if the Marlins took that division down with Atlanta?
Marlins aren't going to take. Marlins are not going to take.
You look at that division, and all 4 of those other teams besides Miami, you could see in the playoffs.
Marlins are 5-1. They just swept the Baltimore Orioles, who have nobody.
Hey, if the season ended right now, Miami's in.
You know, we always say that. We always say when the people when they're talking about looking at the standings. If the season ended today, guess what? The season could end.
I was about to say, you need to be up top when the season ends.
That's exactly right. Because you never know if the season's going to end and they take a 2-week moratorium and then start the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something you just never know what could happen. Like we were looking at this. We didn't even mention how good the Colorado Rockies are playing. The National League West. The Giants are 6-7, and they split with the Dodgers 2-2. So I mean, that's a tough division down there in the West.
You know, you thought the Central would be a tough division. You look at it, there's one team over 500.
Yeah, one team over 500, and they're going to be over 500 for a while. It's going to take a little work to catch the Cubs.
Yeah, I agree.
They're playing really well, and their pitching is holding up, and their hitting is knocking it out of the park. Here's the American League. Any surprises in the American League for you?
Some of the surprises are how bad some of the teams are. Boston being 4-8 and Tampa Bay being 5-7 to me is a big surprise.
Yeah.
Baltimore being ahead of Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Boston to me, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, if you look at it, Lucas, who would make the playoffs out of there right now? They've got they don't have 8 teams over 500 in the American League. There are 6 teams over 500, and a couple of those just barely. So
Baltimore make it.
Baltimore makes it. That's right. Detroit got cheated out of a couple of games with the Cardinals, so they're a little bit shy. Maybe they'd be over 500, but that's the thing. You look at this and you see how important it is. And I think I might have mentioned it. Last week whenever the Cardinals before they started losing games played. You got to beat the bad teams, and that's what the Cardinals did against the Pirates, and it looks like everybody's doing it against the Pirates.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing it against the Boston Red Sox. You're surprised, but the Red Sox, their pitching is really struggling right now.
Yeah, and they lost Mookie Betts at the end of last season, and I don't think they filled obviously his hole yet either. So
that's a big ask.
Yeah.
It's a big get. Who would be your MVP right now? Aaron Judge?
Unfortunately, I don't want it to be him, but I mean, he's the one putting up the numbers right now. Him and Nelson Cruz.
Yeah.
But probably Aaron Judge.
And
the fact the Yankees are 9-2. They're best record, got hitting bombs every game. So
And would you have to look at with the 10 wins already? Would you have to look at a Cub, Anthony Rizzo, maybe being in the talk for the National League?
It's going to be the Cubs or it's going to be the Dodgers. I mean, somebody on the Dodgers team also, the Corey Seager or one of those other ones. But in a short season like this, I think you have to realize it's going to be one of the top tier teams, the Dodgers, the Cubs, one of these other ones that the MVP is going to come from.
Going to get the awards, going to get probably both.
Yeah.
A couple other things. When we're talking about MVP, Mike Trout's name always comes up.
Always, because he's been in the top 2 or 3 every year.
Mike Trout's missing probably 10 games because of the birth of a baby.
Yep.
Is that going to affect his MVP? It's got to affect his MVP voting.
If you miss
a 60-game season.
If you miss 12% of the games, And he started off struggling anyway, so he's not hitting very well.
One other thing we need to note, that Albert Pujols is now 1 home run away from catching Willie Mays.
Good.
To take fourth, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think 4 now.
Yeah, he would tie for 4th place.
Yeah.
Once he hits one more home run. ladies and gentlemen, we saw 470 of them as a Cardinal. So I mean,
I'll root for him.
I'll root for him too. Absolutely, all the way. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We're gonna come back, talk a little hoops, talk a little hockey. Back right after this. Do please stick around. Wrap things up on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey.
Make Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield your fashion leader. We're the little boutique with the big inventory of beautiful, trendy outfits and clothing in a wide array of your favorite name brands. And don't forget our large selection of jewelry and accessories. Carnaby Square is Southern Illinois' largest dealer of Brighton. At Carnaby Square, we take pride in our one-on-one, knowledgeable customer service and look forward to helping you create your own special look. Plus, always free gift wrapping. Find endless gift ideas 24/7 at carnabysquare.com and on our Facebook page. Shop the fashion leader in downtown Fairfield, Carnaby Square.
When it comes to your banking, you have as many options as colors in the crayon box. That's why you can bank your way at Teutopolis State Bank. What works best for you may be different from what works best for your neighbor. Teutopolis State Bank is built to serve all your banking needs, whether it's online banking, mobile check deposit, text banking, or just stopping in to see them at one of their 3 convenient locations. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, it's Teutopolis State Bank. Banking made personal since 1913.
Napa know-how.
At Flora Auto Parts, you can count on the Napa know-how experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, your locally owned Napa store carries a large inventory of parts for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced counter people understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa know-how at Flora Auto Parts.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Are you tired of searching high and low in those big chain stores to find what you need and deserve some royal treatment? Come to the King, Rural King in Salem. The friendly folks at Rural King will never leave you searching for those hard to find items on your list. Farm, home, sporting, automotive, and clothing. Oh, and did I mention we also have everything else, along with all of the quality brands that you deserve. Salem Rural King is a proud retailer of the steel product line. Your searching is over when you know the King, Rural King in Salem.
In 1916, Warren Miller chose Auto Owners Insurance. Later, his son made the same choice, as did his grandson. And today, his great-granddaughter did the same. As we reflect on where we've been, we're grateful to our independent agents and to those who have put their trust in us, and to the generations who will. Auto Owners Insurance.
Harrison Insurance in Louisville is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, our Take the Points weekly Take the Points edition here on Big Talk, as we talk sports from around the area and gambling and all kinds of stuff having to do with the world of the sporting goods or sporting fun. We could talk soccer.
No.
No, we couldn't. Actually, soccer's mainly.
You could talk soccer.
Actually, I can't talk much soccer. Yeah. It's the Premier League's over. We could talk.
Who won? I don't know.
Liverpool.
Really?
Liverpool, but that's why I had to think about it, because they won like 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks before the end of the season, they had such a big lead.
Oh, really? So it was already clinched. It didn't matter.
Yeah, clinched it, and it didn't matter. They just kind of playing.
So they don't have a playoff. It's just all the games matter.
All the games matter.
That's
right. All the games matter. I do have that now. What do you think of the NBA bubble? The NBA has started playing. It's been about a week now.
Yeah.
It's been 2 or 3 weeks since they've had a COVID. Since they've had any, the bubble seems to be working, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does seem it kept, and they've 5 or 6 teams didn't make the bubble. They decided not to have them back.
8.
Is it 8 of them?
Yeah.
But yeah, the one thing I have noticed on it though is it seems like there's some injuries going on right now. You know, Ben Simmons went out with a knee or an Achilles, something like that. A couple other injuries there. So you know, you give these professional athletes a break of 3 months or whatever it's been, and then ask them to come back and do a full thing without a long training camp. And I think you're seeing some injuries on this.
Well, you know, we didn't mention it in baseball, but we're seeing that in pitchers too.
Yeah.
As a percentage of what you typically see in the start of the season in April, injuries among pitchers are way up from your typical.
And I think it has to do with the abbreviated spring trainings and practices, and then they go in full core.
The interesting thing about the NBA here, I've got the there's the East. I'll show that in a second. The interesting thing to me about the NBA, the Lakers. These are current charts, by the way. The Lakers have already clinched. The XYZ means they've clinched the top seed for the entire playoffs. So they've got another 4 or 5 games down there in the bubble. 4 games. They don't really need to play.
Yeah, I just saw where LeBron I think is going to be out this next game with it.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. And that's the tricky thing. The level of play. The Lakers' level of play since they've been down there has been not that good.
No.
They have not played well offensively at all.
No. And I watched a game that they ended up winning the game by 2, but they didn't look great doing it.
Was that the Clippers game? They didn't look all that. What do you think of the games themselves down there in the bubble? You like how they're?
I like it. What I like about it is the room. You know, you watched before all this happened. And there were fans right on the sidelines. There were reporters and everything on the end lines, and it was just. I mean, the players were crammed on the court. Now with all this open room, it seems like they're running around and flying around and diving and doing it. It seems a little bit different to me because I think they know that they're going to run into people.
I hadn't really thought about that because it does allow you to speed things up a little bit because if you're running underneath the hoop or toward the end line,
you know there's people everywhere sitting in chairs and bodies and cameras.
You don't want to hurt somebody. Right. You don't want to land on somebody.
I watched John Morant play the other night, and it seemed like every time he'd drive, he would throw up a layup and try to make it, and then slide 15 feet out of bounds, but there wasn't anything there to stop him. It's kind of neat.
It's like baseball. You know, they need to put the padded wall up.
They almost need to. There probably is one there.
What do you think about the game itself? The view of it. Do you like the piped in noise?
I don't like the piped in noise. It seems cheesy to me. I don't like that part of it.
There's a reason for it, by the way.
The
piped in noise? So that you don't hear the players curse.
Oh, yeah. The players don't hear that. It's just for the broadcast.
Oh, the players aren't hearing that?
No, it's just on the broadcast.
Oh, I didn't realize
the players are all out there doing their thing. They don't pipe the noise into the arena. It's just they pipe the noise into the broadcast, so you're hearing it.
That's the other tricky thing to me. You know, you'll see if you're watching the NBA and they'll show a shot from one end to the other, like when somebody's shooting a free throw. And if it's on television, you're watching, they've got all the computer-generated people on the other end doing all this hooting and hollering and waving their arms. The players can't see that.
No. Yeah. They're just in an empty stadium there.
The players aren't seeing any of that. So it really kind of... It throws you off. And by the way, have you seen the free throw statistics since they've been in the bubble versus they're up 4%. League-wide, free throw percentages are up 4%, like from 78 to 82, which does tell you, hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're
people that are sitting behind there working.
Once we're back in basketball, sitting behind works. And you know, you'll see the occasional high school squad that does that, high school team that has a student section that just goes ape behind the buckets and that kind of stuff. So kids, keep it up because that works very nicely. We didn't look at the East. Let's take a look at the East. Washington's is down there. They're 10th, but they're not going to make it. This basically is set.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Washington's already, they're not quite eliminated, but they're close. The Brooklyn Nets, did you see the other night the Brooklyn Nets pulled off the largest upset in the NBA against the spread since 1993?
Was it against Milwaukee?
Against Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
19 point.
19 points?
They were a 19-point dog. And
who sets that line?
It was a 19-point dog, and it was like plus 4,000. So,
wow!
So if you'd have bet on it, if you'd have bet on the Nets, you'd have bet $100. You'd have won $4,000 on the Nets, 40 to 1, 19 points, and even with 5 or 8 minutes to go in the game, the Nets led the entire second half. And with 5 or 8 minutes to go in the game, it was still 3-1 on the Bucks coming back to win. You could still get live in-game betting on the Nets at 3-1 or 1.
I hope somebody just kept hitting it.
They just they did. They did. So yeah, the Brooklyn Nets, and they're going to make the playoffs. They're probably a year or two early, especially with Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving coming back next year.
Yeah, next year.
But Jacques Vaughan is an interim coach.
No relation, by the way.
Is he not?
No,
I didn't know.
No, not cousins or anything.
Not cousins. I wondered if do you take away the interim tag if you upset the number 1 seed and have the largest upset?
Sure.
In the last?
Absolutely. Give it to Jock.
That's the thing. They're playing their way out of the 8th seed because you don't want to be the 8th seed to take on Milwaukee.
Listen, you don't want to be the 7th seed. Toronto is hot.
Toronto's good.
They're playing good. They're playing their best basketball right now. I would be anywhere else in there, but I wouldn't want to face Toronto, honestly.
Philadelphia is not playing well at all.
And they just lost Ben Simmons.
He's done for the year, right?
Yeah. I didn't hear that for sure. Miami's playing well. I haven't seen Boston, honestly, but Toronto and Miami are playing good basketball.
Yeah. Let's see. Miami, they did just get Myers Leonard back, who has basically gone into the NBA bubble and proven himself to be the champion of
Bags,
cornhole,
whatever you want to call it.
He's won the cornhole tournament.
Yeah,
he's the champion of combat. What is the
Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat. He wins Mortal Kombat. He's got hundreds of thousands of followers on whatever the Mortal.
He can chug a good beer,
and he has defeated all the rest of them in the shotgunning beer speed.
You know what?
He's boy from Robinson, Illinois. How about that?
He's made a name for himself in this bubble thing, man. And then he stands up while everybody else kneels. So
speaking of, that's right. Speaking of beer, what's this kicking thing that you were telling me about? This NFL kicker thing.
Oh, the contest for the free beer for the city?
Yeah, there's like some kind of free beer contest going on?
Yeah, between Detroit and Denver. So it'd be Matt Prater for Detroit and Brandon McManus for Denver.
What's the?
It's a season-long competition between those two cities. I guess it'd be those two kickers, even if they get hurt.
Yeah.
Whoever kicks the longest field goal.
Really?
At the end of the season. I don't know how the free beer for the city. I don't know how much that is.
Actually, I think how they do that is they go to they take free beer to all the bars, and they just at the end of the season they'll hand out the free beer
until it's gone.
Until it's gone.
Yeah, I remember when they did that when Cleveland.
They did that in Cleveland. They had the free beer during the World Series.
Yeah,
they never won it.
Yeah,
poor Cleveland
suckers.
So who's going to win? Who can win? Matt Prater. Matt Prater has the record, right?
Well, Matt Prater
and McManus kicks in the short era of Denver.
Yeah, he's in Denver and he's younger. Prater's pretty old, but I'd give McManus definitely be the favorite in this one.
You think so?
Oh yeah, McManus, the younger kid into Denver. Yeah.
Prater's inside though.
I get that.
Well, you gotta like a good kicker war.
I wish the Bears could get in that war. Just have a kicker that kick one. Free beer for everybody. We need one. Yay!
Bears kick a extra point. They get free beer for everybody. Who's Bears kicker?
It's still Eddie Pinheiro.
Okay, well
he's still around.
Lucas, thanks very much for being here.
Sir.
Let's take the points, folks. Have a great weekend. We'll see y'all real soon.